Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for clicking. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do, and welcome to the family. So today I really need to talk about the death of my dad. Yes, sadly my dad is no more, but he died some years ago. I was actually 6 years old when my dad died, just but a young girl. And I remember when he died, his death did not really affect me that much. And it's not because I did not love him. No, it's because I was just a young girl, and I I did not really understand so much about death. And considering the fact that before then I had not heard of somebody else dying. So in my life, my dad was the first person to actually know who has died. So before then, I did not really understand about death. I had not heard about it anyway. So I was like really expecting that maybe death is something like being sick. He's gonna come back. He's just gone for a few days and he'll just later come back. But then again, that is just a mind of a little girl that I was those years. But I remember it came to affect me later in life. It really affected me so much when I started understanding about the death, about what the death really is. That like when you're gone, like you're never coming back. It affected me, and I became sad later when I understood. So I remember it was just a normal day like any other. My dad had gone somewhere, and he had gone actually to visit my sis, our firstborn, in high school, because she was informed too. Our firstborn is informed too. Then he had gone to visit her, but then when he was coming back home, he met an accident, and boom, he died on the spot. He was never taken to as he died just on the spot, and news came to us at night. And I remember at that night, that particular period of time, we had done our exams and gotten our results. So that particular evening, we were excited to come and show the results to our dad so that he would just come and see how we had performed well in school. But he was never to see them. He never came to see the results. And I remember we got the news. The news came, and I remember how I saw people crying. I saw my mom get sad, but at the moment I really did not really understand what was really happening. People are crying and it's like he's dead. Uh but I remember and actually we were just young. As you had, my sister, our big sis, was informed too, and we had six of us, me being the last born, and I was in class 1. So the rest of us were still in primary school, still young. But that is how the news came to us, and people did cry. But us, it was not like, okay, personally, it was I who was not really crying much, but my sisters crying. But probably because they understood about the death. But I remember a sister who is older than me, that particular moment, she was really asking, how can somebody be hit by a car and die? Because according to her, at that moment, she thought that you had to be hit by two cars together so that you can really die. So those were just minds of little kids, just to show you just how really young we were at that moment. So the news, okay, after the news, life started changing because no dad around. Like, you would wake up in the morning and life would really seem different. Because as young as I was, I can remember life became so much different now without dad. You're used to waking up with your dad around, but now he's not there. It's just you're waking up to seeing people around in the house, people coming and going, just a lot of stuff happening, just visitors and no dad, nothing, and they're just planning things, a lot of things that would really happen. So life started changing a lot, a lot, a lot. And my when the day of the burial came, I remember it was sad. I was young, as I've told you, so I did not even go to the mortuary. I did not see him when he was dead. So the last time I saw my dad was when he was still alive. So people were really crying. People really crying in the day of the burial. But as for me, as as a young girl, I was like, there was that excitement that was in me, not because of this death or something, but because I was like, new clothes, new shoes, everything that I was wearing that day was new. So for me, it was an excitement because I have new things. But people were sad because of the things that are really happening. But because of my youngness and because of my age, I did not really understand. Actually, I remember I could see a casket there, and I was told that my dad is in there, and I was asking, what is he doing in there? Is he sleeping? When is he going to come back? Because I really, really expected him to come back. I was very sure that he will come back. He's just maybe like sleeping or something. I did really not understand so much about really death. So life changed after the death of my dad. Because now, from what I can remember when my dad was alive, and from what I've heard from my own sisters, our life was good. Our life was close to perfect, if not perfect. We had a better life. um we used to get everything that we wanted. We used to like live a good life, if you know what I mean. Like, we had no stress of life. We lacked nothing. Everything was there for us. We okay School, dressing, feeding, everything was good for us, and we had not like so much stress in life. So personally, at that moment, I did not know what lacking something really is. We were not living a life of poverty or something. We had everything. We have we had that time because my dad was there, my mom was there. So but when later, when he died, and when the burial was over, when we like want to bring things back to normal, our lives never went back to normal because it changed drastically. Simply because my dad, of course my mom was working, yeah, but my dad was like the sole benefactor of the family. He was the one like providing more in the family. But now he's gone. It's now my mom and we have to depend on my mom's salary. And it's the six of us. We are six sisters and my mom, so like she has to provide for us. We need to go to school, we need to eat, a lot of things that we need to have, and it's only her. So it life became difficult, and not only for us but especially for my mom, because mostly when you're just a kid, you expect your mom to just bring food on the table, to provide for you, for your needs, everything, your parent and all that. So it was not big stress for us, but for my mom. But then again, I remember all the struggle that she had to go through to bring us up, to make sure we went to school, to make sure that we had food on the table, to make sure that we had everything we needed to have. And what my mom really wanted was to continue providing as my dad was really providing. But the burden, or rather, it was a heavy task for her now, being alone. And guys, I don't know if you have ever lost a parent, but losing a parent, if you have, I'm sorry, but then losing a parent or even both parents, it's a very, very difficult thing in life. And because in most cases, when one parent or both parents are gone, life changes. And in most cases, it does not change for good, it changes from good to worse. Life becomes difficult, life becomes unbearable, because it is total you start living something different from what you were living. What was your experience after you lost your parent, if you have? Because mine was really, really hard. I started, after life became difficult for us, I would like miss the days when my dad was alive. I would like sit down and miss, like, wish he was there, wish he would like be there. Maybe he would like like maybe see what we are really going through as his family, how life has become, how life has really changed. And as young as we were, life became so much difficult. We missed our dad, and we still miss him today. But life is always like that. When he's gone, he's gone. So when we are going through difficult lives, uh, after the death of my dad, was when I started realizing that it's true. Death is real, and when somebody is gone, that person is really never coming back. I started realizing that my dad was gone, and he was never like going to come back. He was gone, and gone for real. This thing really affected me. People say you heal with time, but when you think about it, I think about it even today and I get hurt. Because, of course, I'm a daughter who misses his dad, but he is gone. A lot happened after the death of my dad, as I'm saying. So don't forget to watch the second part of this video, where I'm going to like tell you all the story, all what happened after the death of my dad, how the life became after the death of my dad. So please, if you want to get encouraged, please share this video, like it, comment, and please give it a thumbs up. And thank you so much for watching. I love you guys.